Hello and welcome to my weekly Roundup. On the Small Business Big Network podcast this week, you can hear me talking to Mark Drager, who also likes to be known as the Badass Brand Architect. Mark has a new podcast that has launched this week called How to Sell More, which contains bite-sized episodes about how to increase sales in your business. On Tuesday morning, I attended the first ever hybrid Net for Biz meeting organised by David O'Brien. I was one of the Zoom participants, but over half the attendees gathered at Inara Systems, a co-working space in Grantham. It worked very well, and I'm sure that David will arrange more of these in future. At lunchtime on Tuesday, I was down at the Business Hive in Grimsby for Biz Tips with Austen Hempstead. The format of this meeting is that 10 people gather for a couple of hours and each one brings along a tip to share with everyone else. I always find these sessions really inspiring and always come away with new ideas to try. Plus, we always finish with a nice lunch, which this time was provided by Riverhead Coffee. Thanks, Nick Till. First thing on Wednesday morning, I was at the Hilton at Humberside Airport for a breakfast meeting with Grimsby Community Energy. There was a series of presentations about how to make your business more green, but I was only able to stay long enough to hear Melanie On speak. Luckily, Vicky Dunn has promised to bring me up to speed with the presentations that I missed. The Creative Collective online networking meeting on Wednesday lunchtime was a complete riot as per usual. This group is all about collaboration, not competition, and people from the same industry can and do work together. Referrals were being passed and introductions made during the meeting, and I can highly recommend it to other creatives. Get in touch with Martin Wiskin if you want to find out more about TCC, the Creative Collective. On Wednesday evening, I was at Wired Curry, which this month was at the Mumbai Lounge in Brig. As always, it was well attended by people from the digital and creative industries, and we had lots of interesting conversations over some good food and a few drinks. If you work in one of these fields and you're in the North Lincolnshire or East Yorkshire area and you fancy coming along to the next one, then get in touch with Les Selby. Yesterday morning, I had a coaching session with Tom Jepson, who I met through the Creative Collective. I found it very useful, and after our half-hour chat, I had a plan to move something forward in my business. Tom specialises in helping creative people to improve their businesses, so if this is something you need help with, I can recommend a chat with Tom. Finally, I have something exciting to share. I've just published an ebook about how to get started in voiceover. It's available on my website, lizdrury.co.uk/shop, and is for anyone who's thinking about getting into the voiceover industry or who's just started their career in voiceover and is looking for help and advice on the next steps. It's all the stuff that I wish I'd known when I was starting out. That's all for this week. Join me again soon for another Roundup.